Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and start the recording. So I have it going right now. HD, I can hear a fan in your background, but this is going to be White Raw versus the Little One. This is the rematch, and we're actually trying to get we're streaming this as well, and we're trying to get the stream working. So they started the game anyways without us, but it is a live game. It will be Protoss versus Terran. The Little One actually picking Terran for this game, and yeah, just let me know when is it going to be working or?
I don't know. I don't think the stream can hear you, Mike, but I will work through the technical difficulties while you're casting.
Okay, just yell at me when it's working for them, and then if they miss it, they can just watch it on the YouTube, on the internet. So yeah, the Little One has been actually picking Terran as well as Zerg lately. So he is picking. He hasn't been playing random nearly as much. I think it's mostly because of his weakness as the Protoss race. We saw him go against White Raw as Protoss in the HDH, and he lost like 4 games in a row as Protoss or something ridiculous like that, or 3, or can't even remember what it was. But yeah, so they're saying that we're not lagging. So there's a lot of other spectators in here as well from like Russia and all over the place, especially places in Europe as well. And so yeah, I definitely can't wait to get this ready. And HD, didn't they just do a show match? Like, and I think that White Raw lost 4-1, if I'm right.
That is correct. They did just play a best-of-5 series, and White Raw did lose to TLO in the last rematch, and this is actually the, I guess you can call it the show match rematch, and I think that is the title of the banner. So, yeah, it is going to be White Raw versus TLO. I do believe we have Husky online on the stream now. If maybe somebody on the stream could verify it for me so I can make sure the technical difficulties are worked out. Then we can go ahead and get to fully casting this game with my full attention span on the game.
Yeah, definitely want to apologize. We joined the game and we're like, okay, give us just a minute to set everything up, and then they started the game. So there's nothing we can do about it. It is a live game. I'm not going to pause it here and have everyone rage at us. But it is going to be interesting to see if White Raw can, get revenge for his last show match series, because like you said, it is the rematch, and the prize pool is a whopping 50 whatever that currency is. It's not $50.
50 euros.
50 euros, is that what it is? Okay, so it's going to be worth a little bit more than $50, and this is mostly just for fun. They were joking around in the lobby before, so it's not going to be super serious. Do note, though, White Raw getting a pylon. He's probably going to hide a Stargate there. That's what he usually does on this map with these spawn locations.
Yeah, probably will be hiding possibly a Stargate. At White Raw, what he loves to do is just put pylons all around his base, especially around the perimeter. But based on their spawn locations, well, there is a cybernetics core going down. Based on their spawn locations, it would be a nice spot to put a Stargate right here, maybe even on the low ground. I've seen him do that before in the last 1 versus 1 best-of-5 series that they had. So perhaps it's going to be a Void Ray, but you got to feel TLO is prepared for that because he's played against White Ray so much. He knows his strategy. And TLO off the bat is going to be going for some kind of a 1-1-1 opening, I think, here with his factory already down. And that's a wise choice to go, because if he gets that starport out, then he'll be able to get either Vikings, or even if he wants to get a fast Raven, he can use it to go scout and see exactly what's going on in White Ray's base. But if he does get a starport down, he will be able to get some Vikings, or possibly just pump Marines from his barracks to deal with the Void Ray should it come.
Looks like he's going to be doing early harassment here. He's getting both a Hellion and a Reaper there. He does have the rally point for the Hellion set to White Raw's base, or at least I believe so. Yeah, it does go all the way across. He will have to lower that depot. No, apparently it spawned on the other side. So that is on the way, and the Reaper is going to finish as well. So White Raw is going to have like a double harassment here. Although his first Stalker is done, the problem is trying to intercept that Hellion at the same time as the Reaper.
Here comes the Hellion for TLO. Meanwhile, Reaper, like you said, coming for both directions. One Reaper is going to come in here and start attacking the main base, and it's going to force the Stalker back, which will allow the Hellion straight access into the main, free passport. The Hellion, though, very weak to the Reaper, and to the Stalker, and the Stalker switches targets onto the Hellion while the Reaper is like doing some damage to the left of the base. Both of these targets are fairly fragile to the Stalker, but they are doing severe economic damage. I think the Hellion didn't get any kills. The Reaper already has 4, so a nice little pickup there for the Terran player TLO.
Talk about some early pressure. Definitely haven't seen that style from the little one. Well, at least his Terran. I'm not too familiar with his Terran simply because he used to play random before switching to Terran, so definitely putting in a lot of early pressure there. But White Raw multitasking very well. He did get that very early Stalker, which is pretty standard against Terran now because of early harasses like that. Do note it is actually a Twilight Council on the left side. No Stargate no Stargate anywhere inside the base as he is going to grab that expansion. I definitely think that the little one is behind now from that, simply because he lost 2 Hellions, a Reaper, and now he's kind of stuck with a couple additional Hellions, which aren't really going to serve any purpose. They're really weak against those Stalkers. They're okay against the Zealots, but not in the numbers he currently has.
We should be seeing a third gateway going down pretty soon here for Whitera, who has decided to opt to go for what seems to be Blink Stalkers from that Twilight Council. And he did initially hide this Twilight Council on the left side of his base, but TLO, throwing down a clutch scan on the left side, did catch just the outer perimeter of that council. And so he should know exactly what he's up against, because this exact same strategy was played out against him in the last time that they played. And Whitera made great use of Blink Stalkers that game. I can't quite recall who came out on top, but TLO is going to get a